Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the Content Marketing Power Up. I am Kelly Noble Mirabella, and today we are diving into one of my other passions besides content marketing, and that is chatbots. Now, things may look a little different around here. That's because I have white paper behind me. I'm actually in the process of setting up a new backdrop for a client project, so they want a white background. Unfortunately for me, and you may be able to tell, my white background has been damaged. So yeah, fun. The joys of doing video for other people and for yourself. So today you guys are going to be you'll have to put up with this beautiful, really plain white backdrop. But don't you worry, I've got lots in store for you today, including a handy dandy little split screen so that we can actually go through my fabulous notes. Because as y'all know, oh dear, this needs to be updated a bit. As y'all know, I like notes and I want to keep on track. And I have a lot to cover with you today. Let me go ahead and, come on. It's not letting me resize my notes for some reason. It's not letting me resize my notes. So this is what I'm going to do. No? Okay. Well, it's good enough for me. All right, y'all. Today, I am talking to you about how to 10x your Facebook live broadcast. So if you do Facebook live broadcasting, this one's for you. But actually, this strategy can be modified for other platforms like YouTube. I have tested it on other platforms. It does work, but the most important aspect piece of it actually works best on Facebook Live. So we are going to utilize messenger bots. I would love to know from you right now, in the comments, who is familiar with messenger marketing? Have you dabbled in it? Have you used, what platform are you using? Many of you know already that I use ManyChat, which is awesome. I can hook anybody up who's brand new to ManyChat with a 30-day free trial if you'd like. You just let me know and I can help you with that. I also want to let you know I have, at the end of today's live broadcast, a special gift for anyone who buys our course, the Content Marketing Power Up course, which I believe is at $87. But after I tell you what the special is, the special gift is for everybody, at the end, you're going to want to buy it if you haven't already. It totally makes up for it. So look at this. I love it. We have people commenting. Everyone's saying hello. I've got Pam says, I know, I love your live chat formula. Yes, and you guys, if you learn my formula, you can actually apply it. Remember we were talking when we did Live Week about becoming a live producer. Well, not only can you be a live producer, but you can add this strategy to your live producer services and you can make yourself and your clients so much more money. And Pam is a perfect example because Pam actually knows my strategy inside and out. She has done it for clients. In fact, I pretty much give her all the leads that come to me that want this strategy because I simply don't have time to really do it for people right now. So there you go. You're digging the white background. Yeah. So I don't really like it. I think it's really boring. I also have a green background. Behind this, there's a green screen. There's actually like a 3-tiered pole. And don't worry, the spacing is still there. But yeah, this is for a client. Yay, Veronica says ManyChat. And we have, I use ManyChat for food blogging client. It is magical. Do you have a gag reflex? Oh my gosh, this person, can I block them on here? I can't block them. I apologize, but I have a troll on Facebook, which I normally don't have on when I go live. So that's fun. This will be a lesson on not being bothered because I don't really care about trolls. Periscope taught me so much about not caring. Have you tried live chat tools yet? But I've been wanting to try them. Awesome. So that's what we're going to do today. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's hair day because I was supposed to record video for a client. But then, as I said, my background is not a working. All right, so, woo, 28, are you at the beach? I'm not. I wish I was. What the hell? I know everyone's like, what is with this weird troll? If you're on YouTube, there's a troll on YouTube trolling me right now. Hi, troll. It's fine. ManyChat, he's used ManyChat Chat Fuel and BotStar. All right. So we have a lot to cover today, and that is exactly what I want to do. So I'm going to pull up my screen here and give you my full formula. That's what we're going to do. Let's pop it open. You will get the cleaner version of these notes when you buy the course. So this will be turned into a guide, but it'll be the cleaner version because this is just my Google notes here. But when you should start, the first thing that we're going to start with is I do want to explain to you how the algorithm works. I'm not sure if I really covered this during live week. We covered a lot during live week, but I think it's important for everyone to understand what's up with the Facebook algorithm, right? Like, how do we get more eyes on the prize? And so in a really layman's terms, that's how we're going to do it. Really basic language. Basically, we put something out, and Facebook's only going to serve it to about 1 to 2% of our audience, which is not ideal. We don't want it to stop there, right? We're like, come on, Facebook, please show everyone our stuff. And so we want to put our best foot forward. Live videos already are going to perform better. And there's a couple reasons why. Number one, Facebook loves live video, but also because of the way that we get further distribution, and that is through engagement. Facebook has made it very, very obvious and very clear that when it comes to getting more reach and distribution, engagement is the key. So that's why Facebook Lives do so well, is because, you know, you're all here, you're commenting, you're saying hi, and that every time you do that, that's more engagement. So please keep posting and sharing. And if you are on a public site, I say that because I am going live in a couple private groups. Go ahead and share this out if you're on my page or on YouTube, and let other people, because I don't often share this strategy. Usually I sell the strategy. So we're opening the door a little bit today. Okay, so we post our Facebook Live or our post. It works for any post. And every time people are showing interest in this post through engagement metrics, then Facebook says, that is probably some good content. Let's open it up to a couple more people. So instead of like 2%, we're going to go 6 to 10%, maybe higher, depending on how many initial people are engaging. So what kind of engagement metrics are we looking at? Well, you have your reactions. So everyone hurry up, hit me with the hearts, right? And if you're on YouTube, hit me with the thumbs up. Those would be our reactions. Those are very easy simply for you as a viewer to give, and they're very nice for me as a creator to get. But they're probably not the most important metric. They certainly do contribute to the engagement metric that Facebook and these other social platforms are looking for. And then, yeah, the troll is engaging too. Exactly, Ava. Those of you who don't see Ava here nailed it on the head. I'm like, go ahead, troll. I'll block you later. You're just helping the algorithm now. So likes, reactions, those are great. I hope that you're hitting me with those right now. And then the next thing is obviously commenting. So naturally with Facebook Live, we see a lot more commenting because you're here, we're engaging, I'm asking you questions, I'm showing your comments. Sometimes we have your comments up on the screen if we're using Restream, which today I'm using Restream, but I'm showing you my notes here. And all of these are signals to Facebook, hey, this is good content, people like it. Facebook keeps opening up the gate. The other one is shares. Shares are quite possibly one of the best metrics because if you think about it, like that takes the most effort for people. That takes the most trust and kind of my stamp of approval. When I share, like if you're sharing this out, you're saying to whoever you're sharing it with, hey, this is good stuff. And that's putting your stamp of approval on it, right? So you are taking, as a viewer, a big step. And so I think that the social media networks are probably looking at that like, yeah, if someone's willing to share, right? So we want to, ideally, when we put out our live broadcasts or any content, and this strategy, by the way, that I'm going to teach you actually works for more than just live content. But since this is a video boot camp, we'll focus on the live. So when we send out those signals, Facebook goes from the 2% and then they open it up and then they open it up and then they open it up, right? And it's all about growing the distribution. And then those people share it and those people comment and it grows and grows and grows. And so that's when we see 10x plus distribution, reach, and all this stuff. And it really does work. I have many case studies. I didn't bring my case studies with me today because I really wanted to focus on showing you how, but I could certainly share them. I have worked with Agorapulse, Stephanie Liu. I've done something with InVideo, obviously my own stuff. I did something with Jump Marketing for Bella Vasta. So I've worked with a lot of brands on this particular strategy, and every single time it is applied, you will see a larger distribution than any video that you've done in the past. And sometimes it's like an insane, I think Bella's got 229 times the distribution than she normally does, and way more engagement. We actually applied this particular strategy to our launch party, the very first live video that we did for this boot camp, and we had an enormous amount of shares. So I'm pretty excited to be sharing that with you. Do your responses count, or are they just promoting people messaging you? So this is actually a great question. So part of the comments, when you comment, something that I would highly recommend is that you go back as the creator and you comment back. And I actually like to do something that I like to call an engagement cycle. This is actually separate from my strategy I'm teaching you today. So this is kind of bonus points. But basically, you'll go back and then you will comment back, but don't just say, oh, thanks for the comment or what have you. Ask them another question that is going to bring them back, like another open-ended question that's going to bring them back to answer that. And then you can respond either with another question if it's natural, or if that seems the end of the conversation, you can respond and maybe give them a GIF, because I know you're out there making those custom GIFs, right? Because I taught you how. So pretty cool stuff. It looks like the Facebook Live just got cut out. Facebook has been really glitchy across the board. It's Facebook. It's not any of the tools we use. And that's why I wrote in the comments in the Facebook groups that you can go watch on YouTube. So feel free, if someone would post the link to my YouTube or Stellar Media Marketing, wherever you're watching, into the group that you were initially watching, that would be great. So we can have all those people come on over. So yeah, we broke Facebook again. It's actually been an ongoing problem with Facebook ever since, oddly enough, the new iOS update. I don't know if they're connected, but let's carry on because I do see that everyone's still here. So we're going to keep going. Okay, so now you have kind of a better understanding of this algorithm, right? We want people to like, comment, and share. Ideally, the big shares and the comments. So in order to do that, and I forgot one more really important metric: messaging you. If they are prompted and if they message you and they start messaging a page because of your content on that page, that is going to signal again to Facebook, hey, Facebook, this is really, really good content. So these are all really important things. Yay, YouTube saves the day. I know. This is how we roll. This is the importance of restream. We've told you this several times, is that we can live stream to multiple locations. It's almost like backup plan, right? Okay, so we have that. Now that you understand the algorithm, let's gather our assets. Now, we covered quite a bit of this during Facebook Live Week, but I will go through it again quickly. So we need to have our live cover image, which is the same size. You've guys seen all of our live cover images that we've done throughout this boot camp. It's the same size as your YouTube cover, okay? 1080, what is that? 1080 by 920, like that. Okay, 1080 by 920. That's your thumbnail size. And so that's the initial size that you want for your cover image. All right, so you have that. And then you're also going to want to get all of the images that you're going to use for your social media posting, because we absolutely want to pre-promote our live broadcast. And that's actually part of this whole process of getting more distribution, is we want people to participate in promoting this whole thing. And then any kind of links that you're going to need, get your copy ready, both for your social media and for your listing, as well as for your your bot. Now, I'm going to let you in a little secret. This is another bonus tip that I don't even teach in my course. I'm going to show you really quick. Let's go to my show and tell slide here. So this is what you see here as ManyChat, but actually what we want to do is I'm going to show you this cool little nifty tool, which unfortunately for you, I don't have the link for, but I will get you the link in a moment. Let's go copy the link, and then I'll share it. Hold your horses because it's worth it. Oh, I can't post it here. Okay, let me share it with Evie really well. Okay, I'll share it later. I'll share it in the group later. All right, so this little nifty tool here will actually help you write your social media posts. This is the tool that we've been using to write all of our live copy for our Facebook live broadcast, for our YouTube, all the sessions every day. We use this to write our copy. I use it for the Instagram post every week. It saves me an enormous amount of time. I use this thing called AIDA, which is really traditional marketing talk for attention, desire, and attention, interest, desire, action. It's like the formula for copy. And we actually created all of our content marketing power up content here. So you can use a tool like this. By the way, I am going to be releasing one of the first videos I release on Baby Got Bot when I come back in May will be about this tool. So watch out. I'll do a full tutorial on that. So be sure to subscribe to the Baby Got Bot channel. But essentially it's using AI, artificial intelligence, to write copy for you. So that's going to save you so much time. So do that, and then you will be able to have that all ready to go. Okay. So we have all of our assets ready, and now we're ready to build the chatbot. Now you also need images for your chatbot. So as you can see here in my notes, I have the size that you're going to need, 909 by 476. That's the image in the bot. And you're going to want a couple of things. Evie says she's been playing with the long form. Evie and I are over there utilizing that very cool tool. Okay, so you're going to need 1 to 2 irresistible offers. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, I didn't do it today because we're saving all our offers for wrap party day. But if you watch the very first launch party for this bootcamp, we had offers. We had like a special guide. It could be a guidebook. It could be a free call. It could be whatever it is that you want to give away. Have 1 to 2 offers. This will make more sense as we get into the bot building part of this. And then you're going to do 4 different flows. Now, I told you, stick around. Trust me, it's worth it. Stick around to the end. I'm going to gift you, not gift, I'm going to gift you something if you bought the course, the content marketing the power up course. Many of you bought at the early stages and it's only $87 right now. Price goes up this Friday to $199. This is your last chance, but trust me, it's going to be to this. You're going to want it. But here's what you're going to need: 4 of these things. You're going to need a registration flow. So this is kind of like, hey, I want to come to your event. I look at Facebook Lives like I look at events. I want to pre-promote them. I want to get people registered. Well, bot's going to make that easier. Those automations make it easier. So we're going to use a ref URL. It's going to go to kind of like a breakdown of, they're going to come in. What is it that I'm registering for? I'm going to register. Okay. And then we'll have some kind of call to action. And then we're going to have another flow. Actually, this has changed slightly. So then we're going to have a thank you situation, and we maybe ask for an OTN, which is a one-time notification. We'll go into that a little bit more. And then we're going to unlock the offer from a comment. These are the different flows that you're going to need, and then deliver the offer. And then we're going to schedule some posts. So let's go ahead and jump. Are you all ready to jump into this? This is going to be crazy. So I want to remind you that this is kind of an intermediate build. So if you're new to messenger marketing, just kind of like sit back and let it flow over you. Because again, if you wait to the end, I'm going to gift you something that's going to make your life 1,000% easier, but you have to understand how it works for my gift to work for you. And also you're going to want to buy the course in order to get that gift. But are we ready? Okay, let's do it. Ruheen says, I'm so ready. She is. She's always ready for some bot magic. Bot magic. Bot magic. All right.
So welcome to my little setup here. You see I have them all ready to go to show you. So the first flow that we build is the registration flow. Now this may look a little bit crazy, or maybe if you like to build really big flows, this might look very simple. I find that the simplest flows are the best flows, and the more complicated you make them, the more likely they will get you in trouble. So I am going to walk you step by step through each piece of this, okay? And you can see I have notes and everything. So the user is this is the registration flow. This is when we want them to register for our event. They come in through what's called a ref URL. It's just a URL that directs right into this specific flow. Now they will need to subscribe if they've never subscribed before. That means they're going to have to click the Get Started button. Little side note for you extra nerdy bot builders out there who understand what I'm about to say to you. Everyone else just kind of ignore me for a second. If you're using conversation starters, ref URLs don't work. That's all. Okay. And if you're like, what? Then you should go, I'm sorry, but I have to drop this in there really quick. You should go to my Buy Me a Coffee page at it's buymeacoffee.com/ I think it's K Mirabella, and you should buy my compliance guide, which talks in more depth about that. But yeah, if you have conversation starters, then ref URLs don't work. So then this whole thing won't work for you. You'll have to do something different. All right, so they come in. They hit Get Started unless they're already subscribers. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put in your event description. Now you'll notice here that if you're familiar with ManyChat, this is ManyChat by the way, if you're familiar with ManyChat, I have a custom field here. That's actually a bot field. I actually created this template that I'm walking you through today, and it comes with a bot assistant, so you won't have to build any of this. All you have to do is tell the assistant what the event description is, and it automatically fills that in. But if you build it yourself, this is where you would put that. So basically you have your image here, your event image that we talked about, right? That 909 by, what was the 909 by 476. That image goes there. It could be a square image too if you prefer. Then we're going to do an event description. And with your event description, do not make these too long. I find the biggest mistakes inside of messenger bots are overcomplicating things. Don't make it too long. Test is best. I'm going to actually show you what this flow looks like when we're done. But if I'm going through my messenger bot, if someone's going through it, they don't want like text and text and text. That's an email. This is messenger, short and sweet. Use emojis, break it up. All right. So I have this particular one set up for OTN. That's a one-time notification. Now, for those of you who are newbies, you definitely need to go buy my compliance book before you get into messenger bots, period, end of story. I cannot tell you how many messages I get from people saying, oh, hey, I'm live right now, come join me. And I have to message them and break the news to them that they're probably going to get shut down. So you don't want to be that person, so do that. But you could go either way. You could do a notify me, which is confirmed event reminder. It allows someone to opt in and say, yes, notify me one time for this one thing. And in this case, it would be when I go live, I'm going to use that OTN. It's a type of tag. So you could do that, or you could do what's called a confirmed event reminder. Either one of them is acceptable. In this case, I have it set up as a one-time notification. So they'll come in and I'm gonna say, hey, click on that notify me if you want to register. They click it. I'm gonna also tag them with a tag for this specific event. So if I am going to do the confirmed event reminder, I know that this person is acceptable because I cannot send a confirmed event reminder to everyone on my list. These are only for people who register for your events, which is why, like I said, all those people who are sending out those messages saying, hey, join me, I'm live, to everyone on their list, they're breaking the rules and they will get shut down. It's no fun. And then they're calling me like, how do I fix this? All right, so the next step, now I want to get them to opt into my email. Oh yeah, you definitely want to get them on your email list or your SMS list or whatever. Now you don't have to. You see here, I have two option. It's hard to read this because let's go into edit mode here. It's a little easier. There we go. Option number 2, you can also ask the user to opt into your email list for updates about this event and other business news. So I have this option, which is the email. So I use ManyChat for my email as well. So it can be all automated in one place, but you don't have to use ManyChat's email to facilitate this. So they say, do you want to get email? Yes. So they say, yes, great.
I just need your email address. So I asked them for their email address. This is really cool because we can, let me backtrack here. The difference between like a landing page and a messenger bot is this. This is like there's a lot of differences. It's more conversational, but it converts so well and it's so easy for the end user. Because if I ask you for your email, great, you want to subscribe? Here's your email below. Facebook's automatically populating your email address. The user's email address is populating. All they have to do is click that or type an alternate. That's it. It's super easy. And we've talked about, there's so many videos on my YouTube channel, so many people utilizing messenger bots for like in like restaurants and stuff. And it's stuff like this makes it so easy. People just tap, 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 right? So boom, they tap it. I got their email now and I could just send an email to them. And see, I have a tag here that says, yes, I've tagged them. Okay. So then we go down here and I'm going to say, great. They've given me their email. Great, thank you. Would you do me a favor? Please share this event with your friends and connect over on Facebook. Simply click the share button below. And you can see here, I have this fun looking link. I know it's kind of small for you, but bear with me. There is a fun looking link in here. And I also have a custom field because again, my bot assistant will fill it in. Now, this link that can actually be changed up. You can have it share in a YouTube video. You can have them on Facebook. I've even done shares on Twitter instead of Facebook. I just do it on Facebook because again, this is 10x your Facebook distribution, right? So we want to get as many shares on that particular Facebook Live. So I'm going to ask them, hey, do this. I could also take it a step further and say, thank you so much. Now go to the post and let me know, like, let's hear some noise. Let's celebrate. Are you excited? Go make some noise. And we can send them to that post to comment ahead of time. So we're, being preemptive, if you will. All right. So that's the first part of it. Now, if they say, no, I don't want the email, I'm going to say, no problem. Would you like to share? And then we do this. Now, I said that was option 2 is to get the email. There's another option. Here is another option is that instead of the email, you could say, do you want to add this to your calendar? I use a tool called Add Event. Many of you know that because you are in the Add Event calendar for this boot camp, which is this guy right here. This is our Content Marketing Power Up calendar. And I can add a event here, and then once I have the event, I could copy the link to that event, and I could have people basically make it really easy. Let me actually show you. Let's just do this one here. Show you what it looks like for, hopefully this one works because this is in the past. I don't know if it'll work now because it's in the past. Hello. My computer is starting to run loud because I have. Here we go. So this is what it looks like. They come in and they can add it to their calendar. They could add it to any calendar they're using. So Apple, Google, Office 360, Outlook, Outlook.com, Yahoo. So it just makes it really easy and then they get notified. So what we're doing here is we're building in ways to get people to get notified outside of just Messenger and email. So you have a couple options on how you want to facilitate this. Now, before I move on to a couple other things, I am going to look at some questions. This was just the first step. We want people basically, right, to click on we're going to do a post. I'm going to actually show you some sample copy in a second. We're going to do a post. We're going to schedule out our live broadcast. And in the copy, we're going to say register via Messenger. Click here. And it's going to be our ref URL. And then they come in and they go through that flow. Now, don't worry, I'm going to have a sample at the end. You're going to see the whole thing from the user's perspective. Right now, we're just looking at the back end, okay? So, it is behind a paywall. Okay, let's see. She says, oh, holy OMG, this is stuff that should be behind a paywall. Eyes glued to this. It is behind a paywall. This is actually a course that I sell. So, you guys are getting the good stuff right now. The bomb. Bot assistant. Yes, good. Hello. OTNs are powerful when used correctly. Yes, you have to use all these things correctly. If you're not using them correctly, you do there is a risk of getting in trouble with Facebook. But that's why I I have a 30-page guidebook for you. I have multiple compliance videos, both I've done hour-long lives. I just think that it's so important to understand the rules. And if you stay within the rules, it's really not that big a deal, but you do have to understand the rules. There's a lot of compliance, but again, if you understand the compliance, it's no big deal. All right, so we've done the interview. And we're 30 minutes in already. There's so much still. Let's go back to show and tell. All right, so next step, that's our first one, or not interview, sorry. We've done the registration. That's step one. Now, before we go into the Comment Grow tool, I want to show you some sample copies. Let me go back up here and show you my notes again. Oh, thank you for buying the guide, Cindy. Cindy just posted a link to the guide there. Let me put that up so you guys can see my Buy Me a Coffee. The compliance guide also comes in Spanish. I had it translated by my girl Trilce. Okay, so I'm going to show you my bot copy, if you can kind of see it here. So it's just sample of, if I were to go live, this is kind of what I would write. And I apologize, I can't make it come up too much higher for some reason. It doesn't want to. So let's chat about chatbots. That's the title that I would go with. Are you wondering what are all the ways you can use chatbots now that the rules have changed? In this live broadcast event, I'm going to walk you through several case studies and scenarios where messenger marketing has helped my clients find more success and how you can apply it to your business. We will cover A, B, C. See how simple, this is not long copy. Register for the event notifications via my messenger experience at, there's the link. I use Rebrandly, that's a ref URL, but I use Rebrandly to make it look pretty. And then parentheses opens in Messenger. This is the copy. This is very simple. I don't like writing novels. Even when I have to write longer copy, I try not to. So this is the copy that I use as an example, okay? So let's go back to my show and tell. Here we go. So now we're ready to go to the Comment Grow tool. Now the Comment Grow tool can be used on any piece of content. The Comment Grow tool by far is the most powerful tool. I honestly believe that you can make so much money if you just use the Comment Grow tool. Let me explain something to you really quick, y'all. When I started in chat marketing, this was back in like 2016, around the same time that I was getting into Facebook Live, because that's the year that Facebook Live came out. And I was cruising through the streets of Facebook one day, and this ad, sponsored ad, the kind that's in the main feed, pops up. And it basically says, we have this magical new tool that if you comment below, we can instantly send you a message. And me being the very curious marketer that I am was all, no way, I've got to try it. And of course I do. And I comment and boom, I got a message. And I was like, mind blown, like this needs to be my thing. This is before ManyChat even came, was even on the market. I was blown away. So I bought a lifetime account with this company. I think it was called Message Hero. They're not even in business anymore. So the lifetime is of their lifetime, not my lifetime, obviously. But all it did was the Comment Grow tool. This is all it did. And nowadays we can do so much more. So basically, in the very simple terms is, and you can't do it here. I don't have a Comment Grow tool set up on this live, but on Facebook, we could set up a Comment Grow tool where I can have either open to any comment, or I could have specific keyword triggers that when you type those things in, immediately I'm sending you a message, and I can even respond to you automatically too, which is another feature that ManyChat allows. So in this context, remember, we're trying to get the algorithm to work for us by sending those signals to Facebook, like that bat signal saying, hey, we got action over here. This is good content. Disperse, let the world know. And so comments are great for that. And Comment Grow tools are great for that because it actually encourages people to comment. But there's just so many great use cases. I could go all day just about the Comment Grow tool, but we don't have time today. So let's jump back into it. All right. So in this case, people are watching my live at this point, and they come in to this flow. I have a special keyword that I've set up. Let's see what the keyword is. I don't have a keyword set up for this particular one yet. Oh, it says sunflowers. Not this one. It's not on this one, y'all. Don't write sunflowers. So if someone were to write sunflowers on the the post that I have for this particular trigger, it would open the first message, which your first message in a comment grow tool is always part of compliance, an opt-in message. I said, before I send you details on how to snag this offer, please confirm it is okay. I send you a message here in Messenger. Is this okay? And they say, yes, it's okay. And once they say, yes, it's okay, I'm going to have them come in here. Now, remember, I told you that you need 1 to 2 offers to make this magical strategy work. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Usually it's like, do you want my show notes? So comment show notes below and I'll give you my show notes. Not here. I didn't set up a comment grow tool for this one. So thank you for the interest in our offer. You can claim, this is very generic copy, by the way, for my template, but claim below. By clicking claim below, you can get, let's say I'm giving them my show notes. But if you want my other offer, let's say I have my compliance guide, right? I'll say, if you just want the show notes for today, just click on the show notes. But if you want my compliance guide for free today, click on that to unlock it. And so like, yeah, I want the compliance guide for free. So they click on that and they go, here's what I'm going to have you do. Here's what you need to do to get this offer. You just share our live broadcast on Facebook and we'll give it to you immediately. Click this share button below to share. Now, before you get all compliant crazy on me and say, well, you can't ask people to share, to enter something or give them something in exchange for sharing. You're right, you can't. That's against terms of service, which is why I have this button right here that says, I don't want to share. So I'm not requiring them to share in order to get this thing. I'm just making it really, really like the main point. So if they click the share button, I have a very special share formula that will automatically share. You're going to see a sample at the end and it will share my live broadcast post. So now people are sharing my live broadcast out into Facebook, which is one of our big signals, right? Share and our distribution grows because they're sharing with their audience, which grows my reach, my viewership, my distribution is growing and growing and growing. It's like a big yoga move. Sun salutation. Hello, Facebook. Now, if they say, I don't want to share, then I go down here and I have this little GIF, which I don't know what the GIF is, but I'm sure it's something like sharing is caring, because that's one of my gifts. And I say, oh, really? Okay. I guess I could give you access anyway. I mean, I'm nice and all. Plus, I like to share the wealth with others. You know, sharing is caring after all. So yeah, I lay it on thick. But I say, you can have it, I guess. But maybe if you change your mind, you'll share anyway. So I either say, just take it, fine. Or, you know, if you don't mind sharing, then we go back to the share section. And then they click share, and I'm going to add an action that lets me know that they shared. And then I'm like, you're amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to wait 20 seconds, give them a second to share. And then I was like, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Here is that special offer. Immediately, I'm giving it to them. Immediately. Okay, so that's the share offer situation. And then if they just want to claim their notes, you can do that. They say, here's that thing for level 1. But don't forget, if you want level 2, there it is. Okay, so now we have covered registration and we have covered the comment growth tool section. There's more to cover still, but I want to go through and I want to see. Highly recommend to learn the rules before you play with ManyChat, and Kelly is the best person. Thank you. Yes, it's an amazing guide, and it, like I said, it comes in English and Spanish. Cindy says, I tried the Comment Grow tool after I saw your video on it. Got to give it another one. There's so many cool things you could do with the Comment Grow tool. It's totally worth it. Is it working in the EU? The Comment Grow tool always worked in the EU. That was never taken away. So that does work in the EEA affected areas. Comment Grow tool always be working there. All right, let's go back, because next up, what is next on our agenda for flows? Whoop, let me open you back up. Wake up. All right, so we have registration, and then we did the unlock the offer, and then we did this. So let's go back to show and tell. Let's go back to our flows. Oops, Facebook Live. All right, so we had those, and then our broadcast flow. So now you're ready to go live. This is what I'm going to send people. Okay. So, I actually would rewrite this. Let's rewrite this differently. And unfortunately, I have it in here. Okay, so Oh no, it's written correctly here. I just haven't published it. Cool. Okay, good. Thank goodness. I had myself scared. So the first message, we're going to send out a broadcast. Now, if you're sending it out under the one-time notification, here is the language you would use. Here is your one-time notification. You requested that page name that gets filled in with my assistant, or you could just write it in, is live right now. Are you in? And I'm going to say, count me in, I'm too busy, or unsubscribe. I always like to give people that option. If you're doing it under the confirmed event reminder, then our copy would be slightly different. Instead of saying, here's your one-time notification, you're going to say, the event that you registered for is going live right now. Are you ready to join Kelly for this event? So you have to, the context is really important. Don't just say the webinar is starting, or the webinar about XYZ is starting, you ready to join. You have to use the words like your one-time notification or the event you registered for, and that's part of the compliance. So once I say, yeah, count me in, I'm gonna take them one more box. Now you notice I'm not just taking them straight out to the live broadcast. I do that for a very specific reason. I do that because I wanna open up what's called the 24-hour rule. Now again, if you're unfamiliar with these terms, that's because you don't understand compliance. That's okay. Just go get my guide. It's only $10, by the way. So I'm not giving it away for free, but it's basically free. I think it's $10, 10 or $20. It's worth it. Because it walks through all of this stuff. It's really important that you understand. But we want to open up the 24-hour window, because once we open up the 24-hour window, what we end up doing is we're allowing ourselves for 24 hours to promote to that person, to send them messages that are promotional, where we couldn't do that outside of the 24-hour window. So they click the button, they stay within the bot, because if they click a button and go outside the bot, that doesn't open up the window. But if they click a button and stay within the bot, that opens up the 24-hour window, right? So they come in, they say, count me in. I say, great, we're excited to have you join us today for the live broadcast. Join page name live now to find out more. And then they go, and you're going to add the link to the direct Facebook Live. They're going to go and they're going to do this. Now, I do suggest you use a deep link. I'll explain a deep link in a moment. You can use a tool called URL Genius. It's actually an app that directly integrates with ManyChat, so it's really easy to use. But basically, a deep link is when people are on their mobile device, as many of us are, then you want to make it easy for them to go to your destination. So if I clicked on just anything in Messenger, let's say you're sending me to an Amazon, like maybe I'm on your blog and you have an affiliate Amazon thing and you want me to buy some product, but I'm on my phone. If I click that, it's going to open up the Amazon site. Well, this is one of my biggest annoying things. That's why I use Amazon as an example. It takes me to the Amazon site. It's not going to open in the app, which means I have to log into Amazon. What a pain. I just want to open up the app. So if the app is on my phone, ideally we want it to open on our phone. Same with the Facebook Live. If I click on a Facebook Live link in my phone in Messenger, it's going to open up the Facebook browser. It's not going to open up the Facebook app, which is the ideal situation. So a deep link recognizes, it checks, hey, what kind of device are they on? If they're on a desktop, just send them. But if they're on a mobile device, check, is it iOS? Is it Android? This is an Android. Okay, cool. So if it's, now we know what type of device. Now, do they have that app on their phone? Do they have the Facebook app? Do they have the Amazon app? If the app exists, open it in the app, because that's the most ideal location. If the app does not exist, open it in a mobile browser. Okay, so that's what a deep link is. So we want to direct people with deep links. That's the difference, right? So that's what we're doing here. And then if they say, oh no, I'm too busy, you say, it's okay. It's okay. I'll send you a reminder in a couple of hours so you can watch the replay. But if you don't want to watch, you'll never will. So maybe you should watch it right now. Yeah, I definitely do language like that. And then I add a tag here if they say, okay, I'll watch it right now. And then the reason I do that is because in 2 hours, I'm going to send them a reminder to watch it. But if they clicked watch now, then I don't want to send them a reminder. So I'm going to say 2 hours, check if they clicked on it. And if they didn't, then, hey, here's that friendly reminder that you missed out. Go watch it now. And it's going to take them right there. Let's go back up here. Now, if they do unsubscribe, it just goes to unsubscribe. So now I've opened up the 24-hour window and I could do follow-up messages and all this stuff under the promotional tag, which is other or standard message. And that's the magic here. Now, I'm not going to show you this part, this flow, but I will show you that I have a flow. Actually, I'll show you because it's kind of fun. This is my event assistant. This little nifty thing, if you had my template, is going to, you just install the template and then you will use your own messenger to trigger the assistant, and the assistant will fill in things like your live event link and your descriptions and your offers. So you don't have to do any of this tinkering. It's just typing a message to yourself. Now, I promised you that I had a gift for you. Not a GIF, a gift. If you, an event assistant. Let's make it easy for you. If you would like to make this even easier for you, I have a course. I think it's $50. Let's go take a look really quick. Let's go here and find my Chatbot course. Here's the live chat. This is the course that teaches what I basically just taught you, except it includes an 18-page step-by-step guide, a template, the template that you just saw me walk through. It's included with the assistant, plus bonus resources and a walkthrough video that is probably a lot clearer than the one that I did today. This is worth $50. Everybody who buys the Content Marketing Power-Up course gets a copy. It's one of our bonuses. I told you we had lots of bonuses for the Content Marketing Power Up. If you haven't purchased the Content Marketing Power Up recordings and bonuses yet, you could go to up above that way, thecontentmarketingpowerup.com, and buy the course for $87 today. The price goes up on Friday to $199, but there's $50 of it right there. And you get my entire course plus the template, plus the assistant that makes it easy. It will save you so much time. Now, I promised you I was going to show you, bonuses. I was going to show you how this thing looked for all of you as an end user. You saw the back end. Are you ready to see the front end? And then I'm going to answer your questions. So let's do that right now. All right, so I am going to show you how I am doing this if I were an end user. I'm going to go down to that post and first register. So we'll read all the content, click on the registration link. There we go. It's going to open me up into Messenger. There is that initial message. I'm going to turn on the reminder, and great, I'm all good. There's the calendar, and I'm going to say add to calendar. Now you can see there's so many options, and that's why I think it's so important that we allow people to choose their own option. So I'm going to choose Google because I'm a Google user myself. It's going to open up my Google Calendar, and I'm going to click save, and it's going to automatically add that to my calendar. So now I'll close this up. Now remember, there's about a 30-second delay there, and there's the next message. Would you do us a favor and share? So I'm going to click on share, and I'm going to go ahead and share this on Facebook. And I just want to show you really quick what that looks like while we wait for our next message, which has got about a minute delay. All right, so this is my personal profile. That's what it looks like when we share it. All right, so there's our next message. And it says, thank you so much for sharing this live broadcast, Kelly. Excited, so are we. Head over and make some noise. I'm going to click on that, and it should open up, there we go, to that post. And then I can comment directly on that post if I'd like to. Now I want to show you what it looks like when I, as a user, might be viewing the live broadcast and I decide I'm going to do the comment and what that all looks like. So let's say I'm watching live and I commented with the keyword, and then what happens next? So it says, thank you for your interest in the guidebook, but if you want access 50% off, I'm going to go ahead and click on claim. Here's the guide. There's the attachment, and then it's going to ask me again if I want to share. So I'm like, sure, yeah, I'll get that. So I'm going to go ahead and share. Again, I'm going to share this out. I'm not going to do it just now because I did it already. And then it's going to wait the 1 minute as I, go off and share before it sends me the next message. All right, thank you for sharing, Kelly. Here's your coupon. So there's my coupon code. I click on buy, and it's going to take me over to the sales page where I can buy. So that's pretty much the entire experience. All right, so as you can see, I showed you many different angles of how that experience is from the other side. Now, I did have some questions pop in, so let's go over those questions right now. Let me just scroll on up. All right, what deep link tool am I using? I use URL Genius. URL Genius is actually an app in the ManyChat App Store. It integrates right with them, but I find it to be a really clever tool. I've talked to the owner several times. They have a great development team. The support is really good. So URL Genius, check them out. Check them out. I'd love to hear about all the use cases for the Comment Grow Tool future YTube. Yeah, I don't know about all. Like I said, I could spend an entire hour just on the Comment Grow Tool, but I'll give you another example besides this live video example that I just gave you. Another example is, let's say you work with MLM. And I'll give you an example of like selling makeup. I'm like looking for makeup so I could do a full-on demo, but I don't have any because my desk is actually clean for once. So let's say I'm demoing a new lipstick and I'm doing like a lipstick tutorial. Hey guys, this is my lipstick and this is the they're always like, this is the thing. And if you want to buy it, here are the options. If I have a comment growth tool, I'll say, if you want to get this color right now, go ahead and comment lips down below and I'm going to hook you up. I'll send you all the information. And then they do lips, they get the message, they could go buy, boom, boom, sold. If you don't have a comment growth tool, it goes more like this. If you want to get it, go ahead and comment lips. I'll respond to you. I'll give you the link later, or you can go click up the link up above. And they're like, I'll wait until later. I'll type lips. I'll get it later. And then they get distracted and the day goes on. And then by the time you get around to responding to them, they're no longer, it's like not a necessity anymore. I don't really need it that much anymore. You need to get people when it's hot, when they're ready to buy. Like you're ready to buy the Content Marketing Power Up right now, go buy it. I should have a comment grow tool on here, right? Oh, man. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool use cases for that. That event assistant though, wow. Yeah, that thing, I just built it on a whim one day and it tended to work out. Bonuses, neat, yes. All right, could you talk about how this could be used on YouTube? So with YouTube, obviously you don't have as many options, right? We can't do a comment grow tool on YouTube, but things that you can do. Mind you, this does run through Messenger. These are Facebook Messenger bots. So if people don't have Messenger and they're on YouTube, it is what it is. But here are the ways that you can do that. So what I would do is I would do the registration bot still. So they could come in from a ref URL. You could post the ref URL as part of the whole experience and in your description for YouTube and everything. And they go in and they register the same way. They get the same notifications. They can even do the share feature just the same, except they can share on, you can give them options. Do you want to share this on Facebook? Do you want to share this on Twitter? Do you want to share this? I think LinkedIn has a share formula. I'm not sure because I don't use LinkedIn a whole lot. But you can get links for share links and you can have them share your YouTube video around as part of the registration process. You can also do the comment growth tool strategy, except without the comment growth tool, you would use a ref URL. So in your live, and this is actually what I do when I multi-stream, is I'll have a comment growth tool on my Facebook page. And then I will say to people, if you're on my Facebook page, all you have to do is do the comment below. But if you're anywhere else, click on the special link up above in the description or wherever the description is, and it's going to take you over to Messenger and we'll hook you up with that treat or that goodie or that guidebook. So instead of just relying on the comment growth tool, now we're using the ref URL. You're just setting that expectation with people that it's going to open in Messenger. So that's how I would do it. And yes, it's app.urlgenius.com. It's fun like that. Template plus assistant valued at $50. You get it free when you buy the CMPU content course this month. That is the truth. Yes. How do you format the event description if it's a custom field or a bot field? New lines, etc. It will go in, I believe, the exact way that I type. It's been a minute since I've used my assistant, but Evie used it a while back. I used it for Evie, and it actually worked really well. It should go in the exact way that you type it in. So my suggestion is type it in like a note, and then when you're using the assistant, copy and paste that exact note into it, and then it's going to save that as a bot field, and it's going to bring that in as that. So Do you know of any way to get the share link to work if the user is on the Facebook app? Yeah, it should work the same. I don't know if you could deep link it, honestly. That's kind of one of those catches. So it would be just as I showed you, it'd probably be mobile browser. You can certainly try it with the URL Genius. Yes. Okay, funny story. There's actually a joke that I did. Someone asked me to do a makeup tutorial, and I actually did a makeup tutorial, like my eye makeup tutorial. This is like an Easter egg, you guys, seriously. It's on my Instagram Reels, not my Reels, my Instagram IGTV. There's actually a makeup tutorial that I do, and it's hilarious. I did it as a joke, but there you go. There's my Easter egg for you today. Thank you. Love it. The Comment Grow tool is the heavyweight of the ManyChat. Oh, it so is. It so is. What is the AI content creation tool you mentioned? It is conversion.ai. I'll actually be posting it in the Content Marketing Power Up group. And so if you wait for that link to get posted in the group, you'll get, I think you'll get a 7-day free trial and 10,000 free credits, which is really good. So I'll post it in the Content Marketing Power Up group. I have a question. Is it possible to run ads for messages in Europe? I'm from Europe. Oh, yeah. So I try, but none message me. Yeah. So for those of you, this is a little off topic, and I apologize for those of you who are not in the bot world. We're about to get real nerdy. So if you're in the EEA affected areas, basically Europe, there are specific rules because Facebook is kind of working with Europe on some constraints. And so message ads, messenger campaign level ads are not working in that area. So no, don't use number one. Paid broadcast are hopefully going to be coming back next quarter. We're still waiting to see, but currently they do not work. And messenger campaign ads. So if you want to run ads in, and I have free videos, please go look at Baby Got Bot on YouTube. Go look at my playlist, look at the ads playlist. I have several YouTube videos that actually give you examples of what to do if you're in the EEA and you want to run ads. So please go do that. That's going to be your easiest way out. There it is, conversion.ai. My mouse just froze. The formatting stays when you use the assistant. Yes. Come on, mouse. I signed up for a trial the other day. We'll dig in again. Yes, trust me, this thing is bananas. It is so good. We'll see if I actually make it through this live broadcast before I'm going to need my backup mouse here in a second. This mouse keeps freezing. Always have backup mice. Watch, this one doesn't work either. Oh, I think this one is working. Yes, okay, so you can go away. All right, always be prepared. No, you can't deep link it. Yeah, so unfortunately, there's no other way to do that. You tried linking to a native browser for Google My Business review links? I have yet to try that. You found it? Loved your pretend makeup video. That's an Easter egg for you, if I ever saw one. The compliance you mentioned is Facebook compliance or ManyChat. It's Facebook. ManyChat doesn't have compliance. It runs off Facebook compliance. So if you want to... someone just sent me a $50 super chat. Dude, that's insane. Thank you. I have nothing to give you but love. Thank you so much. If you want to get the compliance guide, let me show you really quick where to grab that. And we'll do a show and tell really quick. I want to warn you that we are up about 3 o'clock, and my 8-year-old or my 7-year-old, almost 8-year-old, would like me to do Roblox. We started here's another Easter egg for you while I search for my buy me a coffee. My daughter and I started a YouTube channel. She finally convinced me. I told her it would be our summer project, and she's going to teach me how to play Roblox as our YouTube channel topic. So anyways, this is my buy me a coffee. You go to buymeacoffee.com/K Mirabella. And what you will find here is my compliance guide. They're both $10. We have the ultimate guide to messenger compliance in English and in Spanish. It was, the Spanish is not cheap Fiverr Spanish. It's like legit done by a native Spanish speaker who works for Trilce Giron, who is a good friend of mine. So you check that out and love on it, and you will learn, there's like 30 pages or 28 pages, something like that, of awesome information about all that stuff. Let me put it up here really quick for you as well. So if you want to grab the guide, I highly, highly, highly suggest it. This is so funny. I have to give you this in this color. It's not on brand color. I apologize, because let's go back to this scene, because this is the color for my daughter's YouTube account that I told you about. Thank you. Oh, thank you. What is the first step when you're just beginning and want to get started? With messenger bots, the first step is to take my free messenger bot course, which is you can find on my website at stellarmediamarketing.com. Just go up into the right. It should say free course. That's the first step. I watch all your videos for Boost for Message in Euro. I use ManyChat, but that doesn't work for EU. It works for Australia, but not for Europe. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't work in Europe, but I will tell you that Facebook is bringing back a lot of those changes. They have actually, I've posted about it in the Baby Got Bought Facebook group. They've talked about when, they have like a timeline, but it should be this year. They have laid out through the end of this year all the stuff that's coming back, and one of them will be at least paid broadcast, I believe, and the OTN, I believe, is going to be rolling back soon. So there's a lot of things that will be coming back. Man, trust me, I've got a lot of mentees in other countries, and it's been kind of a rough bit of time for the EEA affected areas. That's what we'll call it. All right. So I hope that you enjoyed this session. I would like to remind you that if you want to get the course that actually takes you through this step by step, because I know this was a lot today, it's very techy. Not only will you get the course, you'll get, I think it's a 17-page guidebook that takes you step by step. So depending on your learning preference, I have a guidebook with, images and stuff, or a video, and then also the cheater way out. Not really. The template that you'll get if you buy the Content Marketing Power Up. It is included. It will be included, access to that. If you don't get the Content Marketing Power Up, you have to spend $50 to get that. So there you go. I hope that you found this helpful. Now, tomorrow, Evie is back, and she's going to be talking to you yet again about getting yourself organized and all the good all the things, hashtag all the things. But join us on Friday for the ultimate wrap party. Can you believe it's been a month? We are done on Friday. You're going to miss us, aren't you? I know you're going to miss us. So if you've missed anything, go to the Content Marketing Power Up. You can actually buy the entire course. Don't forget, all the videos go away. Everything goes away. The content goes away at the end of the month. But we're giving away an insane amount of prizes on our wrap party. So you're not going to want to miss it. It's at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I'm actually going to be in Palm Springs with the fam vacationing, but I'm stopping so that we can celebrate together. And I want to remind you that if you want to win those prizes, you have to sign up with our sponsors. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up for our sponsors with our tracking links, our affiliate links. Just go to the Content Marketing Power Up Facebook group, and you're going to go to the guides, and there's a video that I do that actually walks through all of our sponsors. And actually, I take that back. Don't even look at that. There's a link in the description that says, go check out all our sponsors. Go to that link, and there's like a landing page with all our sponsors, everything you get. Restream, you can try it free. Restream has been a godsend this month with all the glitches that Facebook's been throwing at us. I mean, we keep breaking Facebook, but we're able to go live everywhere, so it's easy to pick up. So Restream's been awesome. It's a must-have when you're doing live broadcasting. You can actually use it to record as well, just like with Ecamm. Ecamm's been awesome. We're using Ecamm for all of the transitions and everything you see. So you can grab Ecamm if you are a Mac user. And Agorapulse, we've talked about Agorapulse this month. You get 3 months free trial if you want to check them out. Or you could just sign up for the free account. It's agorapulse.com/Kelly, lowercase k, I found out recently. We have TubeBuddy. You could sign up for 90 days free of TubeBuddy Legend, which is insane. It's worth like $150. And so you could check that out. That link is in the description with the rest of them if you click on the sponsor link. So sign up for that, because we're going to give an easel. Gosh, I always can't forget easel. They did all the graphics for us. You want to check out easel, you get a free account with easel. You get those templates that we talked about. But listen, we're going to be giving away annual passes to these tools. We're going to be giving away more broadcaster gear from Iographer on Friday. So I just took 10 minutes to tell you all the crazy stuff that's going to go on Friday. So I hope you make it. In the meantime, go to the Content Marketing Power Up, sign up for the course so you get everything that you missed or everything you want to watch again, plus all the resource guides that we've been sharing all month long that you only get when you get the course, plus all the bonuses, including the bonus for today, which is the template with the assistant, the the course, the guide, all the things. All right, I gotta go play Roblox with my child and make a YouTube video. So you all have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time with Evie here at the Content Marketing Power Up. And with that, we gotta end with some music.